It's a very important topic that every e-commerce owner, we know why it's important and we know why we should always take it very serious. But over time, when you start dealing with customers, start dealing with agents, you begin to understand why this is very important. So what I'm going to do today is I want to give you like the 80-20 rule of what you need to have, what you need to do to basically increase your delivery rates. There's one last one that is not on this slide, which I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about that at the end. Okay, so the first thing I want you to understand is this. Deliveries in itself is not isolated in your e-commerce business. What I mean by that is this. Every other factor in your business affects your delivery rates. And delivery rate is something you learn about when you become intermediate or advanced in e-commerce. The reason why is because people don't look at delivery rates. People just look at how many orders did I get, how many products did I deliver. Forgetting that the indicator, which is your delivery rate right now, determines if people are actually collecting your products or if they are not. Now, delivery rate is very important for we, mostly when you use paid ads, because you know every single order you get, you are paying for them. If you're doing organic, you don't really care because if you get 100 orders from organic and only 50 of them buys or only 20 of them buys, you don't really care because you didn't spend a lot of money on them. It's just the content you produced that got those people to come to you. But if you're paying for ads and you're paying like 2,500 naira for an ad and you get 20 orders, that right there is 50,000 naira you've just spent on ads. So it means that if you don't sell those products, you actually lose money some way. So our goal is to increase our delivery rate so that every single time we get an order, we can actually fulfill those orders and make a lot of money from it. So it's important you are clear about it, why you are doing this, why this is important, and then we can go further. This is this, why your delivery rates are still struggling. Now, your ads are not the problem. Most people think it's the ads. They're like, oh, I'm not getting orders. No, you're getting orders most times. Just that you're not delivering those orders. So what we need to do is we need to find a way for you to deliver those orders. Okay, that's number one. Number two, yes, ads can be a problem if, for instance, you're not getting orders at all. If you're not getting orders at all, you can't do any delivery. So basically, in a grand scheme of things, your ads are way more important than the delivery. But when you start getting orders, your ads are bringing orders to you every day, delivery then becomes a problem. So we'll start talking about delivery. Then, of course, there's inventory, but delivery is what we're talking about today. Now, the next one is this. You spend more getting customers, they place order and they ghost you. That would be something that can wreck your business if you don't fix it fast. And people don't fix this very fast until it wrecks their business. And then people talk about, oh, how e-commerce is not, e-commerce is a scam. People will say something like, oh, e-commerce is good, but it's very hard. It's very hard because people did not look at all these other metrics. Now, I'm not trying to say e-commerce is easy. There's nothing easy about it. It's a business. That's why most people cannot do it, right? But if you can do it and you're ready to pay attention to these little things, you make a lot of money in the business. The next one is why. If you think about it, why do our delivery rates struggle? It's simply because, maybe for the one reason, because products don't arrive very fast or they didn't hear from us. There are times where we actually get the customer to want a product, amazing, they want it, they love it, they are raving for it, they're asking you guys, and then the product don't get there on time. Guess what happens? Nothing else happens. You can't do any other thing, right? Because if the product don't get there, there's nothing you can do at the end of the day. So our goal is to try our best to make sure the product actually arrives as possible, right? Every free delivery is equal to lost sales plus wasted ad spend. Because the money you will have made from that particular delivery right now, you did not make it because it was lost. And now you still have to, this is the craziest part, you still have to spend money on the ads, which you lost already. So our goal is to try to reduce all those things as much as possible, right? That's our goal. Try to reduce all those things as much as possible so that we basically make a lot of profit at the end of the day. And the last part is basically fixing your delivery system is how you start keeping the money you're already making in business. So let's talk about the first level right now. The first level I want you to understand is this: speed is equal to survival in e-commerce. Speed is equal to survival in e-commerce. Surviving is winning, frankly, right? Speed is survival in e-commerce. If you have a very slow delivery, it is going to kill your e-commerce business. Now, I'm saying this understanding that most times we don't have say in how fast a delivery agent will be. That's understandable. That makes a lot of sense. However, you can do some other things by actually trying your best to get an agent who is really good. You can ask people, you can find new agents, okay? And the secret to getting agents that work really fast is our agents who are new because they don't have a lot of people they're working with right now. So any order you give to them, they're going to pay maximum attention to it. Over time, they start collecting more orders than they can actually handle. That's the biggest issue. I've never had an agent tell me no until we started onboarding them in a way where we tell them, see, please, if you're going to have issues with a particular order of mine and you can't deliver the stuff, just let us know. There's no need of trying to sound like you can deliver everything when you cannot actually deliver them, right? That's why you want to have a good onboarding system for agents. So for instance, this is an SOP we have where if we are onboarding an agent, we tell them like, hey, this is how we work. This is what we want you to do. In case you have this particular stuff, tell us. Of course, most agents do not tell you immediately. But what happens is that because we've onboarded them properly, so when there's an issue, they can always come to us instead of just sweeping out the carpets. If they can't be fast that day, they should tell you. The issue is this. If you don't get agents that are fast, you should understand one thing, which is customers won't wait 5 days for a product they saw today. Customers will not wait. Because once customers already know that I can get this product, number one, is payment on delivery. Number two, they've not made any form of commitments as if you did not collect payments before you send out. I always advise you collect full payment or deposit before you send out. But let's say, for instance, they've not made any of those commitments, right? They have to just wait for you. And then when you come after 5 days, they can tell you, oh, I'm not interested anymore. And there's nothing you can do about it, right? Compared to when you want to get the product over to them, the next day, they can get the product. Or that same day, they can get the product. Or the next 2 days, they can get the product, depending on the distance. The whole idea is we want to coordinate this system so that it is very fast, so that when we are having any kind of issues in a business, the systems we've created can actually help us. Okay, so it's important you have all the systems in the business so that everything works out fine at the end of the day. Now, if you are not fast, they will cancel, or worse, ghost you. I rather a customer cancel an order than they ghost you. The reason why is because you waste a lot of money following up with that customer because you are thinking they will buy. And don't forget, as business owner, our time is very important. The time of our staffs are very important. The time our staff put into working with the customer or trying to follow up with the customer is also very important. So imagine they just cancel. You're like, okay, cancel that. Let's call and see why. Maybe once, right? Or twice to see why they canceled and what's wrong. They're going to pick call, they're going to reply a message. But if they ghost you, you are following up with them. You should follow up with them to see what happens next, right? But you will basically be wasting a lot of resources. You're going to waste a lot of resources trying to get them to talk back to you or to say something or to come back. So you don't want to do that. That's why we basically have various systems that basically help you set up your delivery system so that you can be doing at least a day or 2 days delivery. That's the best kind of delivery stuff. And you can find everything in the course, right? Inside the course, basically, where you see the delivery of your products. You see everything, how to set up the one-day delivery system, which is very important. If you're doing payment on delivery, one-day delivery system is something you must set up. You must find a way to make sure that delivery is set up in 1 day. You must basically make sure you have a distribution strategy, which I gave you as, which is solid, very, very solid, time-tested, right? A lot of people have used it and it still keep working till today. To always keep working because it's basically the way e-commerce is supposed to work in Africa, basically, right? So the whole idea I'm trying to make you understand today is if you have the best product in the world, you have the best offer in the world, people are buying left and center, and your delivery is slow, I'm telling you right now, I want you to think of your delivery system like a heart. If it's too slow, blood, which is money right now, stops flowing. If it's faster, blood pumps area and your body is healthy, right? Your business is healthy. So your idea is to make it as fast as possible. In fact, people like Amazon, they'll do 6 hours delivery, same day delivery, all those things. Every time we do a same day delivery, I don't know, I've told people this multiple times, do same day delivery. You don't know if it's going to work until you try it. But before you do it, you need to have the systems for doing same day delivery, right? You can do same day delivery with using Uber, Bolt, InDrive, and all those guys. You can do same-day delivery by having private agents. You can do same-day delivery by telling logistic partners and say, hey, what is the least time I can send you a product that you can deliver that same day? And they'll tell you, okay, if you send me a product before 12 and the person wants it that day, can deliver that same day. Okay, nice. It can also be that maybe the agent has fewer people, so they won't be able to do that. But if they have more people, they'll tell you, just bring orders. Bring orders, we'll handle it. And then if you ask them, can you do same-day delivery? They will. The first time I had heard about this same delivery concept, I was already using an agent for like more than 2 years. Then A friend of mine told me that, oh, he does same delivery right now and it's really good. Of course, I know it's good because customer just bought a product for, like, let's say 80,000 there. And that same day, they can pay 80,000 there and your profit is like 30,000 there or whatever. That same day. Can you see how crazy it is? So it means that if you do that over and over that same day, you're actually increasing your revenue. And then I met one of my Lagos agents. I said, hey, can you do same-day delivery? He's like, yeah, we've always done same-day delivery. You don't know? I'm like, no, I don't know. I never told you guys to do same-day delivery. So sometimes it's important you do same-day delivery. By the way, has anyone had this experience of customers saying they want the product that same day?
A lot of them. They just want you to bring it now.
A lot of customers will tell you, can you deliver today? Because me too, when I buy product online, I want you to get a product today.
Good morning, sir. A customer is actually a returning customer. He ordered a product from us day before yesterday. And the girl called me that I need the product now. And I said, sir, no. How do you mean by now? It's possible for you to bring it in the next 5 minutes. I need it now. And I know the amount that is involved. I don't want to miss it. Actually, I was processing it. I know that I can't meet up, but I have to call him back that if you want it now, you are going to add an extra delivery fee because it's going to be an express. He said, no worry, don't worry, just send it. I will deliver the product within an hour. He was very happy because within an hour, we were able to do it and he paid you down extra. So the customer really appreciates you if you're able to deliver to them the same day. They might even be telling you that you're unable to meet up same day delivery.
Correct. It happens to us so much that now we make it a default thing where we tell every customer that we can deliver that same day. If they're in Lagos, of course, you need to have the system, like I just explained. You need to have the systems first before you start offering that service. But once you have the system, there's no reason why you shouldn't offer that service. There's no reason why you shouldn't tell them. And I'll tell you this thing, just like Mr. Sherman said right now. Some people will say they'll pay extra for you to bring it that same day. And they will pay extra. And that is like guaranteed sale, guaranteed order, right? So the whole idea is this: if you can get the product to them fast, please do. If you can't get the product to them fast, our goal should be to work around it. Because let me explain to you. In e-commerce, what we are just doing, we are selling convenience plus the product we are selling. That's what we are doing. They can literally say, okay, by weekend, I'll go to the market and buy this product myself. They can do that. But what we are doing, we are saying, okay, you don't have to stop yourself. All I'm going to do, I'm going to send this stuff to you. And the best way to actually include like the premium convenience is to say, don't worry, you don't have to get it tomorrow, you get it today. If you want to grow your e-commerce business, I want to start looking at the things Amazon has been doing to increase their revenue, right? Amazon was one basically that started this same-day delivery store, one-day delivery store, because it works, because they knew over time customers wanted products now, not later, right? So because they want product now, they are more likely to say, okay, no big deal, I'm going to wait, I'm going to be around to get the product. You see the point? So what I want you to understand is this. Now, speed will always win, no matter how you see it. And the way to actually win with speed when you're doing e-commerce is to do what I want to show you right now. First, the last point on this particular lever, number 3, is very important, so I don't want you to miss it. So just chill with me. You're going to get it, definitely, because this is going to tie to number 3. Very important. Now, the first one is 3PLs, which is what we're already doing. So 3PLs is basically people that handles the order. So they handle the storage of the product, rather, they package the products and deliver the stuff, which is what we do, right? In case you don't know what 3PL means, let me just show you. Okay. So this is a very good example of what 3PL is. So 1PL says a farmer who delivers egg to the grocery store for sale. So this person is delivering directly, 1PL. 2PL, a courier delivers egg from the farm to this. So now, remember, this is the business owner. This is you right here. Now, you, the delivery person, deliver to the farm. Now, sorry, to the grocery store. Now, 3PL is when a fulfillment company with a fleet of trucks, carton of eggs, and transport them from the farm to the grocery store. This is you. Now, the delivery agents you are using, they are storing your products. Number 1, they are storing, which is warehouse. They are packaging it for you, and then they are delivering it for you. Can you see the point? They do all these things for you. Now, the 4PL, which 3PL and 4PL is almost the same thing, but there's just one little difference, which is electricity companies theoretically manage the 3PL on behalf of the farmer. So it's just that you cannot have, okay, let me tell you what the 4PL is. 4PL is like those people that will say, I will handle your entire nut orders. Those are 4PLs. So they're handling the 3PL for you, basically. They're like, oh, don't worry, any orders coming from the north, just come to me. By the way, over the years, I've tried those things. It works well in the beginning until something happens. Because they really don't have control over those guys. The way 4PS should work is you should use software, but because we don't use software yet to oversee and see what's going on, so people just make a lot of mistakes and there's nothing you can do about it. And then there's the last part where basically the logistic company manage everything from deliveries to everything. Anyway, so you get the idea. The idea is like 3PLs are what we're basically doing, and that's what you should be doing in case you don't have anything like that. So in case you are just packaging your product at home, if you see those people who do like flash sale on Instagram, they'll package like about 100 orders on the floor, they'll snap it, and then they'll start shipping it one by one. That's 2PL. 2PL is very stressful. It's almost something that almost cannot scale because you are packaging every order yourself over and over again. It can scale, but it's something that operational wise, it's not the right way to do e-commerce, right? You want to push that stuff into a different company. But it works at the end of the day. But in case that's what you're doing right now, start thinking of 3PL will help you to get that deliveries fast. Let me explain why 2PL will not get you deliveries fast. Because every time customer places an order, somebody have to go and fix the order up, put the label, put everything, package everything, and wait for the delivery agent to come and pick it up or send it to the delivery agent for the delivery agent to go and send it. However, for 3PL, the agent already has the product on ground. They've packaged it, or they don't package it already, but it's with them. So if there's an order, all they have to do is just take nylon or take the bag, put the product there, and go and deliver. You see the point? So that's why 3PL is actually cool. Okay, let's continue. That's number one. Number two is hire fast local dispatch riders. Now, this is something I want you to do. Depending on where you are, you want to have dispatch riders on ground, that you have their number, that you can just say, hey, Alpha, are you there around? We need to deliver this product in this particular place. Let's say the place is very close, right? People in the major market, they do this a lot where they will have like riders in case you need something, that person can deliver to you very fast, right? You can have local riders, which is actually very good. You can also have your own private logistic agent, which is a game changer. Like for us, we have private agents now in multiple states. Those are like people that work with us alone. It's an advanced thing to do. It's not a beginner's thing to do. It's an advanced, you need a lot of money and a lot of moving around. But if you want it, I think I've talked about it before in one of these trainings. Just type private delivery agents in the community. You see the stuff, right? So basically, you can have this because now if you have people that work with you directly, you are more likely to deliver product fast. And again, they'll tell you exactly what, they say they will do, basically. And you want to try your best to negotiate better delivery rates to reduce cost. The reason why this is very important is this. Let me use Lagos as an example right now for you so you understand this thing very well. So let's say Lagos map. Let me use Lagos map. I've done this example multiple times, but I know you understand if I do it this way. So let's say, for instance, you want to deliver a product to a certain place, right? Let's say a certain place in Lagos. So what I want to show you is this. So let me remove this guy. Okay, cool. So let's say it's Lagos map right now, right? Let's say, for instance, this is where your agent is. Your agent is in Ikeja, right? Ikeja. And then a customer wants to buy from Festac Town. If you send product from Ikeja to Festac Town, it's going to be around 6,000 to 7,000 naira. Straight up. However, if you have an agent in Ikeja, this Ikotu person can send to Festac Town. A person will charge you like 4,000 or 3,500, sometimes 3,500, 4,000, depending on what's going on, right? This person can send to Ayobo, right? If you have another person, let's say, for instance, you can see the distance is so long. And Lagos is not actually big. It's just the road network that is bad, right? So long that they will charge you 7,000 naira. And you think, they are not fair. They are not this. It's because of the distance and what's going to happen on the way, right? So what you want to do is you want to try to have agents in different places. Now, you can't do this as a beginner because you can't send them a lot of products. That's fine. But have it in the back of your mind that, okay, this is the next level. The next level is to have multiple agents with my product so that when there's an order in phase 2, my agent in phase 1 can go and deliver straight. When there's an order in phase 2 or phase 1, my agent in Aja can deliver straight because it's easier to, even though it still looks very far, but it's easier to go from Aja to phase 1 than to go from Ikeja to, can you see? To this place. Although you can use water, but I don't think most agents use the water, basically. So the more you start thinking about those things, you can, if you basically understand road network, you don't have to, but if you want to have better deals, right? Better rates, cheaper deliveries, try to understand road network, try to understand that, There's a reason why in Abuja, there's a particular place you can send product to and it's very far and they'll charge you like 10,000 naira for it, right? When you can just have multiple agents or agents in that particular place to know the stuff. So it's important you think about it from that point of view. In case you don't know how to do it, please watch the training. We have the training on that. I showed you how to do that stuff, so you don't have to have any issues. And again, all you have to do is basically use this sheet or use your own system. But I want you to have a list of your agents, right? Have a list of your agents, have the amount they charge, have their location, right? Have their state and then location, right? Basically. And then, okay, this person is Lagos Island, this person is Lagos, but Kotun, this person is Lagos, but Ikeja, this person is Lagos, but Aja. You have those things so that when it's time to send product to some places, you know what to do. Very important. Okay. Now, 69% of customers say delayed delivery stops them from ordering again. I can tell you, if you say you're going to deliver to me and you don't deliver to me, except I need that stuff, I might not even contact you again. I might not ghost you, but I might not contact you if you don't follow up with me. So I know a lot of customers like that because some people just don't have time to sit around and wait for you to bring to them. So once you just mess up, they'll just disappear. It's important that you find a way to increase your delivery rate. Now, let's talk about the next thing that is going to make you a lot of money, which is